Hey, have you thought about a brand you wanted to model for or work with?
I'm down for whatever. I mean, I don't know if they need any diversity hires.
Abercrombie.
Oh, yeah, the model with the shirtless right there in front of the store at the mall?
Yeah, Abercrombie and
I feel like I could do Vans. I could do Vans. That's like the white kid brand.
Oh,
anyways,
yeah.
You know?
The white. I mean, I saw you doing a post for Curve. I used to wear that in like 8th grade. That
Shout
cologne's
out.
making a big comeback, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey. I mean, they offered me the deal working with them, and they're pretty open. They're going to, like, let me do some fun stuff as far as some of the posts go.
Nice.
That's really the thing is, like, I don't want to just be like, here's a corporate ad. Like, I want to do something fun with it. Like, yeah.
Bro, you're so young. You have a kid. You have a wife. You're very humble and respectful. You travel. You handle everything on your own. How old are you? 24, 25?
25, yeah.
You're 25 years old. How are you handling this level of success right now and kind of your career in the UFC? Because you're solo. You, like, manage yourself.
My coach does all the talking to the matchmakers. I'm down to, like, deal with people that if they're like, hey, we'll get you these brands, like, you can have a percentage of that. You can have that money. But I'm not giving somebody money for the part that I'm actually doing all the work. Like the cage fighting, like, why would I give a manager my money for saying yes and being like, here's a contract? They don't really do much in UFC. Renegotiations, respectfully, one thing. But I've got this far with my coach, just, you know, talking to Sean Shelby, and we're doing the thing right so far. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like my life's pretty chaotic, so I like having the stability of wife and a kid, and you know, when we're flying around fucking cage fighting dudes all the time, it's nice to have something normal to come back to.
I love the term
Fucking
cage fighting. Yeah. Is that what you call it in Washington State?
I don't know. I like calling it that. Human cockfighting, if you will. You know, I like whenever I get that money coming in after the fights, I like to call it my blood money. So.
Barry, you don't like calling it human cockfighting?
I mean, I know that's what you enjoy doing, Rampage, but for me, I like to call you guys professional athletes. I look at you as a warrior. I look at you as like Achilles.
That's fucked up that you would disrespect my sport like that, because I'm sure you fought some human cocks before in your life.
I can't personally relate to fighting any human cocks, Rampage. Maybe you can. I'm not really at that point in my life yet, brother. You know what I mean?
No, not yet.
No.
Okay.
How'd you get that?
So the reason why I'm wearing these glasses is we have a coach in here, Coach Yogi. He's our boxing coach. He works with Coach Perillo as well. He helps train all of our fighters here at the JAXXON House. And I was talking loud to him all week, saying you don't want any of this smoke. And the boys from Cuba, and I was talking loud about something I should have been. And he said, all right, put on some gloves. So I said, all right, you got 30 seconds or else I'm going to have to kill you. And he dismantled me in 5 seconds. I broke a rib. I tore a ligament between my neck and my vertebrae. So I have a sapia septic tank cut, whatever it's called. And then I have no left rib.
That sounds about right.
You know, the funny thing was,
ribs removed,
there was no one here to witness it. It was just them two on their own.
So, Chase, I want to talk about this. You've been training for a long time. How many times do you want to fight in 2025? Because a lot of people have been talking about MMA fighters not fighting, not being as active, but it feels like every time I talk to you, you want to fight every day.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to fight 3 times this year probably, it's just hard because the UFC schedule. Like we were hitting them up in August, like, hey, can we fight, you know, September, October, November? And they're like, how about December? Here you go. Like, it's on their schedule, not mine. So I'm just living with it. But I would like to fight in March, and then maybe, you know, April, May, June, you know, maybe fight July, and then, you know, bang another one out by the end of the year. I'd like to get 3 fights in, but it's the weight cut's the biggest part. Like, I cut a decent amount of weight. I mean, a lot of people online are like, you know, they're like, oh, you're 155 pounds. Like, I could beat you up. I'm 185 pounds. It's like, I'm 185 pounds fight night. Like, come on now. It's people just, and every time I meet people, they're always like, oh, you're a lot bigger than I expected. I'm like, goddamn right. Like, I cut all that weight, and
wait, pull it back.
I'm a weight bully.
You put on 30 pounds?
Allegedly.
He fights at 55, and then he weighs in fight night at 85.
Well,
I mean, that's
hey, I weigh in with the shoes on, you know.
Yeah.
Shoes on, sweatpants, sweatshirt, 185. I think I was actually, I was closer to 180 this last one, but
that's nice.
That's a lot of weight.
That's
I mean, he walks around at like 200.